You have to put me on the camera. Tonight! This is going to be a good one. Skipper Canteen at the Magic Kingdom has changed its menu again. Too bad it can't change Guess Who Wants Steak at the Magic Kingdom. John Lasseter is taking a leave of absence from Pixar, but sadly Pixar Pier will be very present. And Pandora is getting ready for Thanksgiving. Who wants some Hexa Banshee? It's a banshee stuffed in a hexapede. You've read WDW News Today. Now it's time for WDW News Tonight.
Live from Orlando, Florida, WDWNT.com, the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, presents radio's only show about Walt Disney World, WDW News Tonight. Now, here's your host, Tom Corliss.
Hooray, radio's only show that's not on the radio tonight. Woo, fake applause. Yeah. That works, right? I'm Tom Corliss, you're not. Nicholas Cicero's here. Jason and Michael doing technical things that I do not understand, and yet we're still here doing a show. It's a crazy week. We apologize. Obviously, Thanksgiving is tomorrow, and then for the 10th time, we're going to be doing our marathon starting on Friday. WDWNT, the Toys for Tots Marathon. So obviously, it's a crazy week. We have 50 hours of programming to produce this weekend, but nonetheless, WDW News Tonight is here tonight. And we're making it happen. Kind of.
Yes, we are. Kind of.
Right? Sort of. So let's try to do this, shall we? Anyway. Now the news! Since we're late. Brought to you by TeePublic. On select very busy evenings at the Magic Kingdom between November and December 2017, some guests will receive a bonus surprise Fast Pass. Ooh. The surprise is that Fast Pass Plus is down again. Surprise! These paper Fast Passes will only be valid on the day they are distributed and will not work at Peter Pan's Flight, the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, any character meet and greet, or at the Hall of Presidents.
Oh,
yes, still closed. The distribution process for these Fast Passes remains unknown, but it seems you have to be in the right place at the right time, like people who skip the Pixar Company Christmas party.
Whoa.
It's a good decision.
Oh my!
Ooh, tough room.
Wow.
Oh, come on! We're gonna let him slide.
Is this see you real late?
Oh no, they're gonna be much worse on Saturday. Oh, this show's taking it easy. Just wait. We suspect that these Fast Passes will be given out on most evenings where there is not a Christmas party, so 3 nights. So find those 3 nights, and maybe you can get a paper Fast Pass. What happened? Big news over the weekend on Saturday for Mickey's birthday. We kind of blew the lid on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. We gave you the opening date. We talked about the ride system. We talked about what the ride will include. Let's talk about this a little bit. Since being announced at the Expo, Disney, of course, has been silent about when the attraction would open, replacing the Great Movie Ride inside of the replica of the Chinese Theater Studios. Now we have some idea when that will open. According to internal documents, Imagineering is scheduled to hand over operations of the attraction in April 2019, with the park opening the attraction sometime between April and May, of course, unless it's connected to the Edison. Connected to the Edison, we could be talking 2021. You never know. Of course, this is purely speculation. Opening of the attraction would be May 1st of 2019, the 30th anniversary of the park, and the Great Movie Ride's birthday, just to stick it in that open wound. Happy 30th birthday, Great Movie Ride. Here's some screams. This may also be used as an opportunity to rename and rededicate the park ahead of the opening of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. The new name, of course, will be Look, Mom, No More Dirt. They can't all be winners. Let's note to self: stick to Hyperion XL jokes. That's also a line of books Disney produces for larger people. Hyperion XL. Anyway, with Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opening later in 2019, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway would support the final summer before the land opens. That being said, we're still 18 months away from this projected opening, and things could change if the project falls behind schedule or if it suddenly includes 3 Italian restaurants. Just run them right through the middle of the ride. As stated at the expo, guests will literally step through the movie screen and into a Mickey Mouse cartoon. As the concept art shows, Goofy is the conductor on a party bus, and it's on that party bus that guests will be boarding. Did I say party bus? I meant train, because, of course, party bus would be the dumbest ride vehicle for any attraction. Who would do that? That's so stupid. Anyway, with guests aboard Goofy's train and not party bus, only danger can be expected, and that's why Mickey and Minnie Mouse will be following along in their car on your journey in an effort to save you from Goofy's clumsiness when he tries to take the new right lane exit to the Magic Kingdom resorts. Look out, everybody. The ride system will indeed be trackless, much like Pooh's Honey Hunt and Mystic Manor. Trackless ride technology is becoming more prevalent at the parks, such as Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters and the upcoming Ratatouille and Battle Escape attractions. Although the Great Movie Ride was indeed trackless, Runaway Railways vehicles will not be anything recycled from the Great Movie Ride. In fact, the track layout and placement of the rooms will be quite different, mostly because all of those recycled props are now in my living room. Before I go to bed, I shoot the red light, and then, then it's dark in my apartment, and I go to sleep. And I wake up, the alien pops out with the alarm clock. Time to get up. Anyway, guests will board 16 passenger trains, which consist of 4 separate cars that hold 4 guests or 2 annual pass holders, each in 2 rows of 2. Before it departs the train barn at the beginning of the attraction. The part we're unsure of course, is will the engine be there? Will Goofy's train travel with us through the whole ride? We'll have to see what happens there. And then as far as the story of the attraction, it of course begins in the queue, where the facade of the Chinese theater in the first part of the interior queue will be the same as they were for the Great Movie Ride, with the original lobby very much intact. Obviously, displays will be different, but otherwise it'll have all the original charm, as well as the Nesquik chocolate milk stain in the corner of the rug. No one realized it was there. If it was strawberry milk, it'd be more noticeable, but it was chocolate. Guests will literally, that was a real thing, by the way. There was definitely a chocolate milk thing. Guests will literally step through the movie screen into the cartoon world in one of 2 pre-show rooms. This is where things change, where that original pre-show room for the Great Movie Ride is broken into 2 rooms, where guests are going to see the premiere of this new Mickey Mouse cartoon about the trio, including Minnie and Pluto, heading to the park for a picnic. With the screen ultimately opening and guests likely smashing their ECV through it into the load area. Guests will then board Goofy's train before embarking on the ride. The attraction begins. We have some of this art, Jason, we could show. Some of this is in that post on the site. The attraction begins with a trip through the park, followed by a tunnel. In the tunnel scene, guests encounter John Lasseter. No, they encounter Mickey and Minnie in the car driving alongside them. And Mickey and Minnie will be audio animatronics here in a physical car traveling alongside you. The next scene appears to be a stampede or running of the bulls type scenario where cars break apart and try not to incur the wrath of stomping creatures who want to resell Disney cast costume handbags on the internet. This is followed by a trip to the carnival or possibly SeaWorld, it's hard to tell, which somehow ultimately ends with Mickey and Minnie caught up in a twister. The twister may or may not be a reference to the Great Movie Ride, which is famously set to have a twister scene before arguments over the Wizard of Oz led to the scene being cut and replaced with Sorcerer Mickey Mouse, and then again by Mickey Mouse. The twister drops guests and characters in a tropical locale with 4 separate rooms, one for each car of the 4-car train to pull into. These individual rooms have a large screen and water effects that will spray guests as they teeter near the edge of the waterfall. These rooms are also, of course, companion restrooms. Get sprayed in those sometimes. The train cars then go down a drainage pipe into the big city. Based on that, I guess the big city is Newark, New Jersey.
What is this, Noisy?
Guests somehow end up taking a detour into a dance studio where an audio animatronic Daisy Duck is giving dance lessons. The cars dance while in the studio, similarly to Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters at DCA. Guests then end up in an alleyway leading to a large factory where they may come up close and personal with a giant furnace before being saved by Mickey and Minnie. The furnace is, of course, filled with props from the Great Movie Ride, of course, burning to power this new attraction. Once guests are safe, they arrive back in the park for a picnic, which I believe it costs $13 at any resort during a hurricane. This scene includes audio animatronic figures of Mickey, Minnie, and Pluto, and guests then head to the unload station, disembark, and smash back through the movie screen into a new post-show theater, eventually exiting out those same exit doors as the Great Movie Ride. The ride will feature over 10 animatronic characters, which is still 9 more than any ride at Universal Orlando. So there you go, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Pretty exciting, I got to say. I mean, obviously, I'm a big Great Movie Ride fan, and I will always miss it, but at least this sounds promising. I'm cautiously optimistic as opposed to I don't know what I was before. I really just wasn't excited at all, I would say, and now I think I'm excited to see what they do. It sounds ambitious, and it sounds like it could be an e-ticket fitting enough of the centerpiece of the park. Maybe not the most sensible, but nonetheless, it sounds like it could be fun.
I agree. I mean, it sounds like they're putting a lot into it, and it could be. It's going to be cutting edge, and there's a lot going in here. It's not just riding through screens of Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, thankfully, not just a screen ride. So things should be okay. Speaking of screen rides, guests riding Star Tours as of late not only got to look at Crate from The Last Jedi, they also got a sneak peek at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. The new Crate scene in Star Tours actually concludes the ride by making a hyperspace visit to the safety of Batuu. Bless me. The now named planet guests will visit in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland and Hollywood Studios in 2019. Batuu. Yep, that's what 3 years will give you. Batuu.
Bless you.
Yep. Right, hashtag blessed. Other changes to the ride include 2 new opening sequences, including Kylo Ren and the First Order Stormtroopers in place of the original opening scenes because Darth Vader is old and boring. There are also two new transmission sequences featuring Maz Kanata doing her Spider-Man impression from his ride, poking her finger at you, and as well Poe Dameron, in addition to the pre-existing BB-8 sequence that only Bob Chapek can translate because he is, in fact, a robot. All right. Oh, do you have a dog in your lap?
I do.
Oh, okay. You might as well show people the dog. Oh, she's cute.
Ahsoka.
Yeah. She got big. I guess that's what dogs do. Anyway. Back to the show we're doing here. Due to the increase in TSA security screening times at Orlando International Airport, Disney's Magical Express will now pick up guests from their resort hotel 4 hours prior to their scheduled flight time. Finally, a flight with a longer wait than Avatar Land. 4 hours. I'm joking. Flight of Passage is much longer this week. It was at 320 minutes the other day. It was insane. Disney has stated the policy will be reevaluated in early 2018 after the busy holiday season is over and the Edison has finally opened. Previously, Magical Express would pick up guests from their hotel 3 hours in advance for their domestic flight and 4 hours in advance of international, and then return with their bags at a later time.
This sounds like a really slow reaction to long TSA lines. Like
they just started new screening procedures where you're now forced to take more electronics out of your bag.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like a month ago, Orlando International tweeted and stuff that there was a lot of articles about it. It is taking longer to get through security. Personally, when I went last, they seemed to do a pretty good job. I took a couple more electronics out of the bag than I normally would. And that seemed to do okay, and the lines weren't terrible. I had a fairly late flight, but fairly early flight, actually, and it wasn't too busy. But I know people at midday have been complaining. In fact, somebody actually wrote to us after this that even with the 4 hour pickup, they still only barely made it somehow. Wow. So I don't know. They hit a bad time midday or something.
So here's the question. If your flight is like 6:30 a.m., you get picked up at 2:30 a.m. Well, first, do you get 50% of your hotel room refunded because you only slept there for half the night? And then second, there's no security line at 2:30 in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning when you get to the airport. The security lines don't open.
You got to sit there, yeah.
So,
so there are times like midday that'd be fine.
Right, midday it makes perfect
you're right,
sense.
early in the morning.
But for a 6 a.m. flight, that's absurd if those security lines don't even open till like 4:30 in the morning.
And the answer to your first question is no, because money. So, just so you know. I don't have the chat open. I can get the chat open here. See what people are saying. Obviously, this has had people up in arms all week. This has been a big deal.
What was the times before?
3 hours.
I said three for domestic, 4 for international.
Oh, previous. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So it's a whole nother hour, which I always thought 3 was kind of insane. So what I used to do, and I don't advise anyone do this, I used to purposefully miss my Magical Express and then show up and be like, oh, yeah, the bus from the park was just real slow. We didn't get here in time. And then they'd usually just throw me on the next one. Although I've heard stories of people who then ended up not getting picked up because the bus was full. You may not want to pull that, like, I don't know, Christmas or Thanksgiving week. But that's what I used to do.
Couldn't you also just tell them a different flight that leaves like an hour later?
You probably could. You also could just take an Uber.
Well, that's very true too.
It's like $30. I mean, it's $30 more than you were going to spend on your trip, but at the same time, maybe it's slightly more enjoyable.
If you get 3 more hours of sleep because of it, that's
I think it's
a good trade-off.
It's kind of silly. I don't know what they're doing. Just released on the Shop Disney Parks app, the new Made with Magic 3.0 ear hats are the first of the new connected Made with Magic items to become available. These new generation glow items are designed to connect to the Shop Disney Parks app via Bluetooth so users can control the lighting effects even when they're not at the Disney parks. To demonstrate this new home use, the app will sync with ABC's The Wonderful World of Disney Magical Holiday Celebration on November 30th at 9 p.m. to complete the event experience with a glowing, synchronized display. So think of it as Osborne lights on your head and stop crying. The same synchronization will be available during the broadcast of the Disney Parks Christmas Day Parade on December 25th, provided the Shop Disney Parks app loads. You must order your new ear hat by November 20th in order to have it arrive at your home in time for the November 30th special, and hope Disney doesn't mail you a beach towel back. Otherwise, beach towel on your head, probably not going to have the same
so bad.
So, Jason, you got these today, didn't you?
I did. I was going to bring them out a little bit later in the show.
Okay, so a little bit later in the show, we'll take a look at these.
Can we talk about this app though? This app is awful.
The the Shop Disney Parks app is fine.
I like that app. Yeah,
it's really dumb to have that app control your ears.
Yeah, I don't necessarily understand that, but I guess.
Well, the only
you
thing
can't overload my Disney experience anymore, and downloading another app might be a bit much, I guess.
I don't know. I just find it clunky to find stuff.
Well, actually,
it's all right.
It took me worse. It took me quite a while to figure out how to get to the ear hat color controls within the app.
Oh, I didn't even see them yet. I didn't know they were in there yet.
They're in there.
Oh, great.
They might not come up. They might not come up unless there's an ear hat in range. I didn't test it that much, but
we'll have to try it later.
Yeah, we'll try it later.
All right. Starting this week, guests at Disney Springs can take advantage of hands-free shopping. This is, of course, after the Black Friday crowd stomp your hands and break them. Free of hands. With any purchase a guest makes at a participating location, guests may request that the items be tagged to be retrieved later. The guest is then given a ticket so they can retrieve their purchases from the Disney Springs Welcome Center anytime before 11 p.m. Should the bags accidentally be tagged for Magical Express, guests will have to leave 4 hours before 11 p.m. to retrieve them from the airport. Keep that in mind. Disney Springs will be celebrating its second Black Friday this year, November 24th through the 26th, with the release of special limited items, including an all-black Magic Band. Get it? Black Friday? Black Magic Band?
That's cool.
Anyway. As well, there'll also be some accessories themed to Disney Parks attractions. Starting with the Cast Costume Collection, Disney Parks Costuming has designed a limited release collection of bags that have been crafted using fabric from authentic cast costumes from attractions and restaurants like the Tower of Terror, Trader Sam's, Haunted Mansion, and the Great Movie Ride. All of them even feature the sweat stains from the summer months. It's really nice. Like, oh, look, there's the armpit. Available options to purchase include totes, zip cases, and cosmetic cases for Tom to cry into. The products will be available at Cherry Tree Lane. Will be released on the following schedule. On November 24th, the Great Movie Ride and Tower of Terror. On the 25th, the Haunted Mansion. On the 26th, Trader Sam's. And on the 27th, Magic Kingdom Custodial. Those smell really great. The solid black Magic Band will be getting released on November 24th. Additionally, a limited edition Disney Springs Holiday Magic Band will be available while supplies last because there's so many uses for Magic Bands at Disney Springs. Have a fast pass for the tree trail, you know? Anyway, it does seem kind of stupid. Who likes Disney Springs enough to be like, I want a Disney Springs Magic Band?
Me, I really want.
Oh, look, there's some generic trees on a Magic Band and then some buildings behind it. I need to own this.
And the Disney Springs logo.
You're not buying this, are you?
I might.
Are you going Friday?
I don't know.
I'm going in line for handbags.
Ugh.
I need the Great Movie Ride, and my significant other has demanded Tower. So
you're going to get a handbag?
Yeah.
Two of them, apparently.
This room behind me is all studios, and I need more studio stuff to throw in it. So I'm going to buy shelves and throw all the studio stuff on there. It's a work in progress still. Yeah, I mean, it's made for, I think it's a really cool novelty item. It's a costume from the Great Movie Ride, which no longer exists, turned into a handbag. I think it's kind of neat.
All right, maybe.
I don't know. I think it's one of the weirder things they've ever tried. I think it'd be a cool thing to have. And they're also they're not at the craziest price point. I mean, what are they? I think they're 48, 18, and 14.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, so it's not like I'm going and spending a couple $100. So, it's kind of a cool way to own a cast costume, I guess. Never used, by the way. Anyway.
I also figured out a way to get a discounted black Magic Band. You just get one of the regular colored ones and a black Sharpie.
I think they're all cost the same price. But you mean without buying it, like when you have already?
Yeah, like the ones you find at the bottom of the pool at the resorts.
Those are already black for a very different reason. The rare brown Magic Band. Both Magic Bands, I'm getting back to the story. Both Magic Bands will be available at the World of Disney store, and the solid black Magic Band will eventually roll out to stores across property and eBay following Black Friday. Starting on the 24th, Cherry Tree Lane will have a new woodland winter holiday design dress for any woman who ever wanted to look like a box of Junior Mints. Those can be very refreshing. As well, there's a collection of Dooney and Burke bags featuring the Woodland Winter Holiday design. Because if a regular Disney Dooney isn't douchey enough, you certainly need the one you could wear for only a month. Yes. Consumerism at its finest. Lastly, World of Disney will have a Black Friday weekend only sale. They'll have select kids t-shirts, $15 each when you purchase 2. Select Disney mugs, $15 each when you purchase 2. Classic princess dolls for $15 each when you purchase 2. And allegations against John Lasseter are buy one, get one free. The Luxo ball isn't all that's deflated this week. Aside from new merchandise, tons of stores will be offering unique discounts throughout the weekend, including Uno to 50, which is still open, apparently. So check them out, I guess. At WDWNT.com, which is located inside of the Edison complex at Disney Springs.
Jeez.
Yes. Some table service restaurants at Walt Disney World are testing the ability to scan a guest Magic Band to apply an annual pass discount. These restaurants are, quote-unquote, asking for trouble. If a guest is paying via Magic Band, they won't have to do anything extra to get the discount because it just won't work. So just be the same. I'm joking. Maybe it should automatically be applied during your payment process. But if not, you'll be charged the full price, in which case guests will be given a card signed by Bob Iger that says sorry. Enjoy that. It's a nice keepsake. Sadly, this new feature, again, requires Magic Band payment to work. So otherwise, guests will have to show their pass for the discount. You also may want to show that if you'd like to not wait the 4 hours for the Magic Band payment to work. Roughly the same amount of time as a bus ride on the Magical Express. Right now, the discount application is only working for annual pass. There's no word if Disney Vacation Club or other discounts will eventually work the same way. But let's face it, that would be like if Universal built a ride without screens or 3D. So don't hold your breath. A major new attraction is coming to Disneyland Paris Resort in 2024. You could also change that year to like most years in the 90s. Didn't happen, though. According to Forbes, a slightly more respected source than the DSW shoe source, or whatever that show is called. I don't know why a shoe company's doing Disney news, but whatever. While there are no details on what the new attraction will be or which of the two parks will host it, it is part of a $2.4 billion investment following the Walt Disney Company taking full ownership earlier this year. Rumors have circulated that the Tron Light Cycle Power Run, similar to the one in Shanghai and the one coming to the Magic Kingdom, may be coming to Disneyland Paris. That would likely not be the blockbuster new attraction, as that would be something larger and original for Disneyland Paris. But Disneyland Paris does have a record of never getting those. They're like the kid who only misbehaves on Christmas Eve, so they don't get their presents the next day. They were good the rest of the year, but in the end, they're like, nah, it's not going to happen.
But you know, if Tron did come to Paris, most Parisians would say that is indeed a blockbuster compared to what they have.
Yeah. In fact, it would also replace the Blockbuster video in the Studios Park. Bulldoze that and put a roller coaster in there. The kids, look it up. The document, remember Blockbuster. The documents also reference major hotel renovations to Hotel New York, which will close in October 2018 to become Hotel New York, the wall decals of Marvel, as well as to the Disneyland Hotel. Last month, Disney opened Villages Nature Paris, a nude colony, because this is France. It's a swinging good time. In addition, Marvel-themed attractions and entertainment will be coming to the Walt Disney Studios Park. Those attractions include a Marvel stunt show replacing Cinemagique. If you're feeling bad about the great movie ride, just remember that the film Paris got instead is becoming a stunt show. Budget cut to budget cut. Other rumors have circulated regarding developments include a conversion of the Tower of Terror to Mission Breakout in Walt Disney Studios Park. Tower of Terror expected to close in September 2018 and reopen as Mission Breakout in March of 2019. According to Forbes, Mission Breakout is the highest rated thrill ride in the whole of California, of the California resort. And quote unquote, the lowest rated thrill ride by single men who live in basements. An entire land based on Marvel characters is expected to be a part of the investment at some point. Other recent changes to the resort include a 3D update to Star Tours that was 6 years late, a new finale for Big Thunder Mountain that was 3 years late, and the new Disney Stars on Parade daytime parade featuring a fire-breathing Maleficent dragon like in Festival of Fantasy, which was also 3 years late. Attendance has already started rising at the resort, up 5% for the 6 months ending March 31st from the same period the year before. Revenue increasing 21.7 $7 million, and occupancy up to 3%. Oh, I'm sorry, up 3. Some habits are hard to break, Paris. I'm sorry. Occupancy is up 3% to 81%. Man, Santa Fe's doing much better now. It must be that Cars billboard. The Disneyland Southern California annual pass is no longer available for purchase. It was removed from the Disneyland website earlier this week along with the Monte Cristo. The popular so stupid. Popular pass was priced at $469, which is how much more is that than a Disney After Hours ticket? I didn't do the math. Anyway, $340 more than a Disney After Hours ticket, and allowed pass holders admission for around 215 days a year. The main blockout dates were holidays, Saturdays, all of July, Fridays in June, and half of August. You should note that the SoCal Select Pass, which permits 170 days each year, is still available for $339. The key difference is that the SoCal Select Pass adds Sundays and most of June. The move is not surprising and indeed was expected to come sooner or later, as Disneyland will be hosting massive crowds once Galaxy's Edge opens in 2019. This is also not surprising since Disneyland took away bus stop benches from these guests earlier this year. They're waiting for the bus. This is not the first time that Disney has discontinued the pass. In 2014, it was discontinued as well. Basically, the annual pass is the equivalent of the Main Street Electrical Parade. It only returns when there's a perceived need. So, enjoy. Anyway, that's the news. Nick, who brings us the news?
The news is brought to us by TeePublic. You could shop for apparel and accessories.
You
for
could.
Disney fans throughout WDWNT.com and Public. Sorry, I'm just getting our Jeopardy contestants ready. Sorry. Just go to WDWNT.com and click the TeePublic ad to shop from hundreds of designs for t-shirts, phone cases, prints, and more, including exclusive WDWNT and WDW News Tonight logo apparel, as well as original creations such as Say Figment. Confirmed. I read WDWNT.com. 7 and more. Make the most of tonight's breaks and the sale. And is there a sale?
Yeah, Jason. What are the sale just started?
It just started
today at 4:00.
It started a couple hours ago. Yeah.
Jason, could you refresh that page real quick? There should be 2 new shirts there. Let's see if they added right away. So obviously, this weekend is a really big deal. People do holiday shopping, and so TeePublic has the sale going on. They got the sale going all weekend for our marathon show, and because of that, so not only is you can get all the great shirts we already had back in February, we did limited release shirts, and people love them. And I have been messaged probably on a bi-weekly basis since February about when these shirts would be available again. And I kept saying, oh no, they were limited release. They're limited release. We have finally caved in. The I'll Be Your Figment and I'll Be Your Dreamfinder shirts are available again for this holiday season only. They will go away again after the holiday season. So if you want to get them for somebody for Christmas, this weekend is the opportunity. So we brought those back just for this sale all weekend long. Make sure, but it's not only shirts even. I know the shirts are $14, yeah, there's mugs and prints and phone cases and bags and sweatshirts and pillows and all kinds of stuff. And you can get all of our art on all kinds of different things. And not even just our art. There's literally hundreds of designs in our store. So make sure you go to WDWNT.com and click that link over to TeePublic and shop everything over. There you go. Why can't you get that to look? All this great stuff is on sale. Look at that. You get a tapestry. I don't know if you really want that, but there may be something else that looks better in a tapestry other than
beach
that.
towel.
I mean, I have that on my wall, but I mean, that's actually right behind the computer. You can't see it, but it's there. I use that every day for motivation.
Actually, you have 3 of them, and you throw darts at them, and whichever one it lands on, that's what headlines are.
Oh, confirmed rumor breaking? Yeah, that's what happens. Anyway, so make sure you guys take advantage of the sale. All of our stuff and everything in our store on sale all weekend long, and this is really the best time to do that holiday shopping if you have somebody that likes Disney stuff, if they like WDWNT. Either way, there's something there for everybody. We got a couple hundred designs there. There's more than enough to choose from. And so I guess we're going to take a commercial break. And when we return, we are going to rank restaurants in Animal Kingdom.
Hello, I'm Tom Corliss, the most famous man in the Disney online community. But you know, it wasn't always this way. For 9 years, WDWNT.com posted photo reports and videos of the highest quality. But it seemed that no one outside of a very dedicated group of fans were able to find our work. But then, I discovered the secrets of blogging. And now, WDWNT is read by millions of people each and every month. I'm ready to share my secrets with you in my incredible new class, Tom Corliss's Unofficial Guide to Blogging, this weekend at the Orlando International Airport Marriott. In this fantastic course, you'll learn amazing things to improve your clicks and page views, such as when to use the word breaking in all caps, how to misguide readers in your titles in order to get more clicks, how to come across vaguely racist in movie reviews, how to turn a number into a catchphrase and huge merchandise sales, how to steal stories from California randos off of Twitter, and how to piss off that one really scary guy on WDW Magic who may have women trapped in his basement. So come on down to the Orlando International Airport Marriott this weekend and take my course for only $77.77 per person. In no time, you'll be the new king of clickbait, the grand poobah of page views, and the sultan of ad sales. And don't worry about your readers. They'll never even realize you're dumbing down your content. See you real soon, suckers!
Please note, if you're going to be taking Magical Express to my presentation, you'll have to give it 4 hours. So please note that. I gotta find some way to fix this camera. Apparently, I'm very low on the camera here, but whatever. Nonetheless, this is WDW News Tonight. We're not in the studio. We're doing things from home because we're going to be in the studio all weekend doing our 50-hour charity show. Hooray! Everyone's very excited. Here's the mug of the week, by the way. It's Mickey's Most Merriest Celebrations from the Christmas party. They never make mugs. I thought it was cool they made a mug this year.
That's really neat.
Yeah, it's for the Castle Stage show. It's pretty neat. They have Clarabelle in her All I Want for Christmas Is You costume. It's amazing. All right, so we're ranking restaurants in Animal Kingdom. Give me the fancy graphics package, please. We spared no expense on this. Oh, it's still not there. There it is. Oh, now I'm back on. There we go. Look at this. This cost thousands of dollars. This is where all of our advertising money this month went, to this thing. Anyway, a whopping 5-table service restaurant at Animal Kingdom. But that's still more restaurants than people who showed up to do this segment. So, I mean, I guess that's a sad commentary. But anyway, Jason's here. Nick walked away somewhere, so I don't know. We'll start talking about these. We're talking table service restaurants. It'll certainly take opinions from those of you out there in the chat and see what you guys think. Someone said no tree of dice. No, there's no tree of dice in this. But although that also was very expensive. Yeah, so in this list, we've got the Rainforest Cafe, Tiffin's, Nomad Lounge, which I thought needed to be included because they have a fairly large food menu. I thought
I'm actually, well, I guess, yeah, so I guess they would be in this group and not.
Yeah, no, it's sit down. I mean, you get a check and you are served at a table.
Oof, yeah.
Tusker House and the Yak and Yeti. Can I get this out of the way now? Can we just put Tiffin's at number 1?
I was going to say Tiffin's at number 1 and Tusker House at number 5.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Let's just get those two out of the way right away.
Bad meal at Tusker House. What package was that? It was
horrendous.
Was that
Rivers of Light?
Oh, I was going to ask if it was Jungle Book Alive with Magic, but I guess it was Rivers of Light.
No, it was the Rivers of Light package.
No. Yeah,
where we had 4 good things.
And they were like 4 very unrelated things.
Yep, and we put them all on a plate and took a picture.
Yeah, I forgot.
Plus a glass of chocolate milk.
It was so bad. Yeah, they had good chocolate milk. Tusker House was terrible last time we went, which is a shame because the few times I'd been before, the last couple of years, I had an enjoyable experience there. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I haven't been there for dinner in years, but I went and had breakfast there not too long ago. I guess last year, and it was awful.
Yeah,
I didn't like it for that, and I don't remember it really be standing out for any other meal for dinner when I went a few times in the past. So,
yeah.
How do they screw up breakfast?
I don't know. It just wasn't. It didn't taste fresh. It wasn't enjoyable. It was more. I feel like it was more about the characters and they didn't pay attention to the food quality.
Yeah,
it looked like it should have been a nice assortment, but it just didn't. The flavors didn't stand out to me.
No, if you want similar food but better, I'd just go to Boma.
Yeah. Boma breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah, any meal at Boma. I mean, I like any meal at Boma. Number 2, Nomad, right?
Has to be. I personally, I'd argue Nomad as number 1. I know you don't think this food's strong enough, but
Oh, Tiffin's is just too good though. And let's remember, you could order the full drink menu at Tiffin's.
true.
So that's the problem, is how Nomad can't be Tiffin's, because Tiffin's has everything that Nomad has.
True.
Just a different little plate menu.
But Nomad has to be second. Nomad's like my
Yeah.
favorite place on property the past year.
Nomad's amazing. Drinks and food. And it was rough for a little bit in the beginning. I didn't think all the food was great. Obviously, the drinks were fantastic. But I think the last couple of menu changes there have been really great. Other than the dessert, I don't like the churros, but
Oh, you don't?
no, I think the old dessert was really great.
No.
But I think the other menu changes were very positive. And these two, Yak and Yeti's got to be 3. And honestly, I don't dislike any of these other than Tusker. Rainforest, I understand, has to be 4.
Bad.
But I
bad.
don't think it's bad. I really don't. But Yak and Yeti is run by the same company, and I think it's fantastic. I have had many a great meal at Yak and Yeti, and Tiffin's is signature. So Tiffin's should be better than Yak and Yeti, absolutely. But if you want to spend less money and do taking them, I think Yak and Yeti is a wonderful option.
Fantastic. I've never had a bad meal there, honestly.
No.
I mean, I've only been maybe half a dozen times, but love it.
Yeah, and also a good drink menu. I think they have some fun stuff there too. I've had some good ones. And I think Rainforest doesn't get appreciated enough. I think there's decent food. There's no reason you really need to eat there at Walt Disney World. Although I guess that's not true anymore, because most of the regular ones have closed.
Yep. Although you might as well just go to Disney Springs at that point.
Yeah, and you could. But I like Rainforest. I have no problem with it. I think it's fun.
I was really shocked when you told me, like, didn't you say it's been there since opening day?
Yeah, it's opening day.
Yeah, I didn't think it was. I really
Yeah.
didn't. I was shocked to realize that.
Yeah, well, there you go. So are we all right with this ranking? Are we good
Yeah.
with this?
Yeah.
So, Jason, can we bring that back up for a recap? So we got Tiffin's number 1, Nomad Lounge number 2, Yak and Yeti number 3, Rainforest Cafe number 4, and Tusker House at number 5. Yeah, someone said it. The chicken and waffles at Yak and Yeti is amazing. I really love that dish. It's great. And then there was the same day they introduced a shrimp dish, which I really enjoyed. I can't remember exactly what it was, but we liked that too. Josh and I went and had both of those when they were new, and they were both really enjoyable. Yeah, Yak and Yeti does not get enough appreciation, really. So make sure you go there if you've never been. So now we're gonna build our list for counter service at Animal Kingdom, because this is everybody's favorite segment. We're gonna keep doing these. Oh boy, next week we're doing a ton of these too. That's right.
Yeah. There's a
We are
lot.
gluttons for punishment.
Are we combining resorts and springs, or just resorts? Or
They'll be separated, but we're doing them all.
we're
next
doing
week.
both. Okay.
Yeah. Next week our season finale. Season finale of News Tonight next week. Jason, let me know when we have that. We
got it.
ready to go. We got it. Okay, let's put up the very expensive graphic, which we just made. Let's do that now. Is there only 6? Yeah, I guess there's 6. There were some other ones I thought about including, but a lot of those places have 1 to 2 items.
Like that mac and cheese cart.
Yeah, and I just thought those just can't count. There's just not enough there for those to count.
Like
Especially when the mac and cheese cart usually only has 2 out of the 3 varieties anyway.
Yeah, and it's shame because Trilobites I would include, because I love those buffalo chicken chips. I think they're fantastic, but it doesn't really count as a counter serve. But this is the one park that has a significant number of those locations. They have a lot of these kiosks with 1 to 2 items, but we're not including those. It just doesn't make sense to. So, Jason, you pull the list back up. So let's rank these. This is tough. This park has a lot of good counter service, so this is really kind of difficult. But I think my number 1 is Satuli. I think it has to be.
I can't really argue that. I like pretty much. I like the idea of the different combinations of those bowls, so you could get like different meals every time you go, and all the food is very quality.
Yeah, everyone I brought there has been blown away.
And you know what else? Drink refills.
They do have drink refills. That is valid. Those desserts are great. That blueberry cheesecake. You have that chocolate one. The bowls are great. Yeah, just Satuli's so great. Tomorrow they're doing specials. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to go tomorrow.
I know.
The turkey bowl and the pumpkin cheesecake.
It looks fun.
I might go rope drop it. I'm not sure.
If you want a turkey bowl, you should just go to Wawa. They have good turkey bowls.
Oh my god.
Turkey bowls, sizzly.
Can you stop taking checks from Wawa, please? please just stop.
They keep sending them. I can't get rid of them.
Anyway. All right. So here's where it actually kind of gets tough here. This is difficult.
Well, I'm going to throw out that either Yak and Yeti and Harambe. I enjoy both those locations. Harambe, I hear from a lot of people they don't like it, but I've always liked some of the options there.
You know what my problem with Harambe is? The outdoor seating.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hot there all the time.
Because there's no shade.
This is the only time of year you can eat there comfortably. I love the food.
Yeah.
There's no shade and there's no breeze or anything because it's all like.
But you know what? Yak and Yeti's the same. I think that seating area also is terrible.
You could find some shade in Harambe, the reason I'd recommend that over Yak and Yeti is the varied food. Like you can get something for everybody in your party there.
But the problem with Harambe, with that varied food, is just like the problem was at Cosmic Rays when they had 3 different bays, is that if 3 different people in your family want 3 different things, you got to wait in 3 different lines.
They don't do that anymore.
Oh, they don't do that anymore?
You can get everything from one window, yeah.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Well, then
that went away very quickly.
Oh, good.
Yeah. The only thing was the drink window had its own stuff, but otherwise, the food windows you could order across.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Okay.
So I do think Harambe goes ahead Yak and Yeti, but Yak and
the
Yeti
ribs, the Karubi ribs are so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Yak and Yeti is good, but it's not that good.
I think it's pretty solid. I like the chicken a lot, but you can get it inside.
I'm happy to put it at number 3.
We keeping it 3 though, ahead of the other 3.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Flame Tree is overrated, but I still put Flame Tree at 4. I think that new mac and cheese. I didn't write the review yet. That new pork macaroni and cheese is really very good, and I hate Flame Tree.
Wow.
That was good, and I like that the sauces are back. I'm happy they have their 2 sauces that are exclusive to their regular barbecue and their spicy one.
Was there any explanation why they got rid of the sauces?
They were trying to cut them.
Yeah, but that was kind of absurd.
Yeah, and I think they realized that.
Like, how can you have a barbecue joint without barbecue sauces?
Well, they were going to just have packets.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I mean, Flame Tree's got good variety. I'm okay with. I still don't think it's great. I think the ribs are a little. The chicken was okay. The pulled pork sandwich is solid. I love the onion rings. Yeah, Flame Tree's fine. Now these bottom 2, I'm saying Pizza Fari last. At least I can eat at Restaurantosaurus. I don't like anything at Pizza Fari, and that cheeseburger flatbread is the worst. As you probably heard me say on this show a million times. Does anyone disagree on that?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I like Restaurantosaurus. Restaurantosaurus at least is fun inside, I think. Mm-hmm. Drink refills, Jason.
Yeah, that's right. Drink refills.
You're damn right. They got that. They got the hot dogosaurus.
And they've got the secret double cheeseburger.
They do have it's not secret anymore. It's on the menu.
No.
It was secret when we wrote about it.
Yep.
Yeah. Someone in the chat wrote cheeseburger flatbread, a.k.a. lettuce flatbread. It's kind of what it is. And someone else said every restaurant in Animal Kingdom is number 2. Yeah. I don't know if that was meant to be a pun. I don't know. But I don't agree with that, though. I like Harambe Market a lot. And I like Yak and Yeti. Yak and Yeti, the lines are always so bad I never end up going there. And it's hard to not go to Satuli, especially with mobile order.
Oh, yeah.
It makes Satuli so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess this is our ranking. Number 1, Satuli Canteen. Number 2, Harambe Market. Number 3, the Yak and Yeti Local Food Cafes. The Flame Tree Barbecue at number 4, Restaurantosaurus at number 5, and Pizzafari at number 6. So there you go. We've ranked all the restaurants at Animal Kingdom. Hooray. Everyone loves these, right?
Are people complaining about these?
I don't know. I feel like people aren't as excited about these as we were when we came up with the idea. Anyway.
I think it might need some refining in how we do it.
Well, next year we'll figure it out, right?
Yeah.
If you want more excitement, I've already concocted March Madness for next year, so we're gonna have fun with that.
I can't wait.
Oh, it's gonna be a good time, I promise. All right, so we're gonna come back.
We got all our Jeopardy contestants.
Oh, we do already, although I have lots of stuff to talk about before that, but it's good they're all here already. We're gonna come back and start hour 2. We're gonna talk about this weekend's 50-hour show. We're going to talk about next week's season finale, and we're going to play Jeopardy all in the next hour. So stick around for more news tonight.
What is lunchbox? Come on, style me. What is lunchbox? A favorite dairy treat. You know, when I have a hankering for some cheese, I don't just grab some microwave pizza from the pizza planet like you city folk. I like to sit on down to a healthy, reasonable dairy treat, a mini baby bell cheese. Yeehaw! It's time for what is lunchbox. It's the very best. It's the tiniest, reddest cheese in the wild, wild west. Sometimes I even like to grab myself a soda float if I feel like I've been eating right all week long. You know, to me, nothing says I've been shrunken down to the size of a toy quite like vanilla ice cream, ice-cold Coca-Cola, and some wax-encased cheese. In fact, I dare you to find a better meal in all of what's left of this here theme park. So turn away those cold pretzels, get rid of that nearly uncooked corn dog, and mosey on down to the side of the park that kind of still looks like a movie studio, and pay a visit to your lactose-happy friends here at Woody's Lunchbox, opening summer 2018 at Disney's Hyperia XL theme park. Woohoo! Woody's Lunchbox, come on, gather round. Woody's Lunchbox, the rest of the park's torn down. All the kids come running for the best darn cheese in town. It's the dumbest, stupidest, cheesiest corporate alliance around. Mini Baby Bell.
Sure, that's the hour 2 music. Nick's wrestling a dog right now. That's all I see is Nick is wrestling the dog. Played the wrong music. He's wrestling a dog. The wire wrapped around his microphone.
Wait, we could do this.
Yeah, let's do 50 hours of this weekend, consecutively. Here we go. There we go. Welcome back. I
realize what time it was.
Yes, welcome back to WDW News Tonight. We're live at listen.wdwnt.com. We're also on YouTube, on WDWNT, the app. We're not on the radio this week, so if you tried to use the radio, I'm sorry, we weren't there.
Well, we are. Just the show.
Oh, so you heard like last week's show then?
Yeah.
I don't know. So enjoy last week us. I think we were still somewhat funny last week, so should be fine.
We were. Just as funny as we are this week.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Anyway, coming up next week, November 29th, is our season finale, and we're going to do restaurant rankings of the Disney Resort hotels and Disney Springs. Yay!
That's going to take like 3 hours.
Make sure you tune in for that next week, our season finale. And, of course, beginning on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time at, listen.wdwnt.com, or more accurately, wdwntunes.com, which will be returning. On Friday, November 24th, 8 p.m., we begin our 50-hour broadcast, WDWNT, the Toys for Tots Marathon, 2017. Do we have that logo? Where's the logo? Got to debut the logo tonight. I sent it over and said to you, we're going to show the logo.
Yes.
We'll get the logo up there.
I was getting the Jeopardy set for the contestants. My bad.
Let's talk about this on the air. Anyway, and it's going to run.
I didn't have the live read ready.
Everybody's getting Jeopardy. That's fine.
There's probably another commercial coming up. I should have that ready.
Oh, boy. I'm going to talk about this show now. 8 p.m. Friday through 10 p.m. on Sunday. We got some really fun stuff planned. Friday night at 9 o'clock, we've got Back to the Future Live, Journey into Imagination at Epcot. We'll go through all 3 versions of that attraction. Oh, boy. Saturday, early in the morning, we're doing a Star Wars Battlefront 2 play-along. Late night with Ben Harris is happening. Ben's going to be playing games with everybody and doing some fun stuff during those late night hours. On Saturday, we got a bunch of games. We have the Pyramid at noon. We got Math Game. We got Don't Forget the Lyrics. We got the Map Game. 5 o'clock on Saturday, we have Nerd Alert Live. From 7 to 9, our friends at Small World Big Fun will be joining us for some trip planning on Saturday night as well. Saturday at 9 o'clock, we have an annual tradition, our full game of WDWNT The Price is Right, which includes Contestants Row, the Big Wheel, all that fun stuff. Also Saturday, concluding Saturday at 11 p.m., we have See It Relate with Tom Corliss, the holiday special. On Sunday at midnight to start the day, basically right after See It Relate, we have WDWNT The Match Game. And also on Sunday at noon, we have Cooking with Nick, where Nick is going to make donut chicken nuggets. Yeah, because they were such a big deal at Deluxe, so we're gonna try and do them ourselves. Maybe we can do them better. We'll see what happens. 1 o'clock on Sunday, we have Around the Hub coming back for a live show. 2 o'clock, we have Drawn from the Vault doing a live show, which I believe is Mickey's Christmas Carol. They'll be doing. At 4 o'clock, Disney Parks Pursuit. 6 o'clock, The Family Feud. And at 7 on Sunday, Jeopardy, the WDWNT edition, and it'll all wrap up from 9 to 10 with our big finish, which always includes that psychotic live auction where we try to push towards that goal. We do have quite a goal this year, over $7,000.
7?
Yeah, 7. We're looking to raise for Toys for Tots this year, which is a really wonderful charity. For those of you who don't know, Toys for Tots, Walt was a big fan of it. The studio created the first logo for the organization. They're this wonderful group that makes sure that underprivileged kids get a toy for the holiday season. It's a really, really nice thing, and this is our 10th year doing it, and we've always hit our goal, and I am excited. We have 50 hours to do it this weekend, and we hope you will join us. We hope you will donate, and we'll make this happen. But there you go.
And can I just say, look out for, on social media and then WDWNT.com. We're going to have signups very soon for the game. So
we would hope tomorrow.
Yes. Well, that's what I said, very soon. Yes.
Yeah. So stay tuned. I know tomorrow's Thanksgiving, but at some point tomorrow we will put out our big post announcing the full lineup, which you can see here anyway. Not on there, but we're going to do a little sneak peek of WDWNT VR as well. At some point during the show. That'll probably be added to the schedule tomorrow. So we've got lots of craziness in store, and of course, we hope you'll join us. And again, the show will be audio the whole way through, so if you go to the site and use the audio player, you should get the show in audio form for 50 continuous hours, but several shows will also be video-based, and you can watch those on YouTube, and we'll also embed them there on the WDWN Tunes or listen.wdwnt.com page. So it's a really big weekend. We hope you'll join us. We hope you'll donate, and all for a very good cause, Toys for Tots. With that being said, Nick, who brings us not only our huge charity show this weekend, but also WDW News Tonight each and every week?
Small world, big fun. There are times when planning a Disney vacation can be overwhelming. There's just so many options. Where to stay, when to go, is this the best price? How exactly can I get on the Flight of Passage or Frozen Ever After without having to wait 120 minutes? Even if you have been many times before, you know how much time it could take to get things exactly the way you want them. This is where Cindy Miner and the team at Small World Big Fun comes in. Small World Big Fun is an authorized Disney vacation planner, and in the last 10 years, they have helped thousands of families plan Disney vacations to the Disney parks, the cruise line, Lonnie, and other Disney destinations. Their job is to make planning a Disney vacation easy for you. They will wade through all the options to help you plan the trip that works best for your family. They will make sure you are getting the best price. And the best part, they're a no-fee agency. So when they book your vacation package, you don't owe them a dime. So if you'd like to reach out to the team at Small World Big Fun, just visit smallworldbigfun.com/Disney fans. That's all one word, Disney fans with an S today, and they will be glad to help.
There you go. So, all right, when we come back, it is time for Jeopardy. So stick around.
Nearly everyone loves Italian food, but those people who love true, authentic Italian go to Tony's Town Square Cafe. It's because owner and chef Tony Ragu offers home-cooked food from his hometown, Toledo, Ohio. He is 1/8 Italian. Locally sourced Cask Connection freezer items are combined with prepackaged ingredients imported only from the OBT Winn-Dixie, along with mangled recipes from nearly unreadable Buitoni labels. Whether it's quote-unquote pizza or that soup of the day which just hasn't changed in 14 years, taste for yourself at Tony's Town Square. Just steps away from that hat store that sells
Nearly
pig.
Everyone loves
Come
Italian
taste
food.
what the guide map
But
is
those
calling
people who love
Italian
true,
food.
authentic
Only
Italian
at Go to Tony's Town Square
and
Cafe.
maybe at Portobello.
Welcome back to WDW News Tonight, where I believe we're doing a game. Maybe. Bear with us.
We are.
What game is that?
It's Jeopardy.
Doesn't
Doesn't the thing play the Jeopardy music? I thought Michael's thing played the Jeopardy music.
Woody's lunchbox.
You're supposed to.
Favorite day retreat.
Just get on with it.
Get on with what? There's no
There's no
music.
board.
There's no board. There's no music. What do you want us to do
I
here?
guess we could introduce the contestants.
Sure.
Yeah,
Go
how
ahead.
about that?
There it is. I see it.
Oh,
All right, well,
maybe.
let's introduce our contestants. We're going to start off with Amy. Good evening, Amy. How you doing?
Good, guys. How are you? Thanks for having me.
She came dressed for the occasion.
That's right. Sure did. Got the T-shirt, the ears. That's right.
I love it. I love it.
I love how she has the great movie right that she clearly just framed today. She's like,
Today.
she's like, oh, I want to win at this game. I better put the great movie right.
That's right.
All right. Well, very good. We appreciate you coming on with us tonight, Amy. Good having you here. Next up, we have Lucas. How you doing, Lucas?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. Good having you tonight. Now, come on. You got a bland backdrop compared to Amy over there.
You need several pictures of the great movie right.
What's going on?
I'll head right to Michael's after this.
You're in the wrong room. All right. Well, thank you, Lucas. We appreciate you being here tonight, of course. And then Mary. Hi. How you doing tonight?
I'm nervous.
Nervous. All right. Well, you
There's
did so
nothing
much
at
play-
stake except cheap theme park souvenirs. There's nothing.
Yeah,
to do.
That is true. But thanks for signing up to play Jeopardy tonight. We wish all our contestants good luck tonight in tonight's game, and so we're going to follow traditional Jeopardy rules. And as we go along, you will see the couple things that I want to go over with you guys. To buzz in, I don't know if you've seen us play Jeopardy before. To buzz in, it is the fastest to raise their hand. Now, the best way to do this so that we know for a fact you are raising your hand and we clearly see you. Make sure you get your hand right there in front of your camera as much as possible. You cover up the camera, but get your hand right there in front of the camera so we know you raised your hand. Perfect. All right. And then
Also,
other than
wait
that-
until the question is completed. The question has to be fully finished before you buzz in.
That is true, and you could see that. You can see the questions on the game board there.
Yes, and please answer in the form of a question.
Yeah, and that's about it. And then Michael, are they doing that special typing thing for the Final Jeopardy that we'll get to later, like that keystroke thing? We'll go over that later. We'll go over
We'll figure it out
how to do the Final Jeopardy later. We've done that a few different ways. But any questions, anybody?
No.
All right, we're ready to start Jeopardy. Michael, you got the game board ready? All right. Looks like And Tom, you have your
Yeah, no, I'm all set to do this.
Okay, well usually we do it.
It's suddenly dark in here. I feel like I got much darker.
It's just like the radio station. That happens there too, doesn't it?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Oh, now it's brighter. I don't know. Why.
Yeah.
That was weird. All right.
All right.
We could start the game, Michael. There we go. We have our categories. The cat. We have no music.
Because Michael's muted. Is he?
I don't know if he realizes he's muted.
Okay.
Michael, do you know you're muted? Oh, there you go.
There we go. Now we'll get the sound effect.
Okay. Boop, 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 boop,
Now,
whatever.
Oh no.
Well, now we lost Michael completely, so that's great.
Now we'll stall for time.
Let's take it. Do we have a commercial? Oh no, there's Michael. Hold on.
I restarted the wrong browser window.
Maybe you shouldn't have 4,000 open.
He does. He has so many.
Well, right now I'm only focused on 2, and yet I still can't control it.
No, you should have Great Movie Right on the wall rather than Mike Piazza. One of those things is far superior. Anyway, Nick, what mug do you have? While we're stalling for time.
I have this year's Figment Food and Wine Festival one, Schoolhouse Rocks one.
Yeah, I don't like that the tail doesn't line up. It bothered me.
You're right. Isn't last year's better with the tail? I think last year's had the cool tail.
All right. Well, anyway, we have a board now. So here are the categories: Dinner, The Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, Tomorrowland, Tower of Terror, and Dinosaur. One of those is not an attraction. Anyway, Michael, any special instructions on any of these categories?
Not on these.
Okay. So there you go. These will be fairly straightforward. Nick, who do we have beginning the game for?
We're going to give Amy the control of the board to start the game.
Amy, you have control of the board.
All right, let's do dinner for 100.
Dinner for 100. Quote, a bland and boring buffet. However, I think breakfast can be worth it for the decor and characters if that's your thing. It's hard to mess up a breakfast buffet.
Mary.
Chef Mickey's?
Nope.
What is Chef Mickey's?
Nope.
Lucas.
What is Tusker House?
Nope. Well, we did just kind of say that, didn't we?
That's right. These are reviews from WDWNT.
Yeah, these will be past reviews from WDWT. We're looking for Crystal Palace, the Magic Kingdom.
Let's go. Let's stick with dinner for 200.
Dinner for 200. Citrus Swirl is a fanboy favorite. It's very refreshing, but seems to melt unusually fast. I like to get the iced coffee float, mostly as an excuse to have ice cream for breakfast.
Amy.
Where is Sunshine Tree Terrace?
That's correct.
Let's take dinner for 300.
Under no circumstances should you waste your time and or money here. You'll be much better off indulging in the new menu nearby at Pecos Bill's or even eating the mediocre barbecue sandwiches from Tortuga Tavern. We're looking for the Diamond Horseshoe, what we called the worst table service restaurant at any Disney park on earth. Oh, by the way, those barbecue sandwiches are long gone. Anyway.
Let's stick with dinner for 400.
400. My favorite buffet in all of Walt Disney World, a great mix of safe, this is weird, a great mix of safe, familiar options and more diverse African fare. Breakfast and lunch also have characters.
Mary.
What is Tusker
Yeah,
House?
that was a very old review when we liked Tusker House. There you go. How funny is that? Go ahead, Mary.
Oh, the Haunted Mansion for 200.
Haunted Mansion for
Oh,
200.
snap.
Yeah, good job, Michael.
Michael broke something.
All right, well, 200. Welcome, foolish mortals, to the stretching room where you could find this many pictures.
Lucas.
4.
That's correct.
What is 4?
Well, it still was only worth 100, right? Or was it worth 2?
No, he was at negative.
Oh, boy. All right, we'll keep going. Lucas, go ahead.
Let's go to Tomorrowland for 100.
Tomorrowland for 100. The originally named Galaxy Palace Theater in Tomorrowland is now known as this. Well, it's a different stage, but it basically replaced the Galaxy Palace Theater. The Tomorrowland stage, or we also would have taken Stitch stage for that matter.
Tomorrowland 200.
Tomorrowland star Sunny Eclipse hails from this city.
Amy.
What is New York? Unork. What is Unork?
Yep, that's correct. Unork City on the planet Zork is right. You have control of the board.
Let's go Tomorrowland 300.
300. The Metropolis Science Center in Tomorrowland was home of the Timekeeper and this time traveler.
Lucas.
Who is Nine Eye?
That is correct. Lucas, you have control.
Tomorrowland 400.
Before Stitch and Chili Dogs, this was the first attraction to occupy that space.
Lucas.
What is Flight to the Moon?
That's correct.
Tomorrowland 5.
It's going to be our daily double. What would you like to wager?
I'll make it a true daily double.
Ooh. Oh, wow. All right, let's see what we got. The original entrance from the hub had two 85-foot spires, each of which had a small one of these features going down it.
What is a waterfall?
That's correct. It's the first time anyone's done a true daily double and gone. That's pretty impressive. All right, you still have control?
Let's go to Dinosaur 100.
Dinosaur for 100. Because of budget cuts, the ride vehicle system, layout, and structure are copied from this Disneyland attraction.
Lucas.
What is Indiana Jones and the and the Temple of the Forbidden Eye?
Yeah, we'll take it. Indiana Jones Adventure also would have worked. Could have been simpler, but either way.
Dinosaur 200.
200. A single time rover can sit up to this many passengers.
Lucas.
What is 8?
Nope.
Mary.
What is 16?
Nope. I didn't hear there it is. What is 12? 3 rows of 4 on the time rover. Lucas, you still have control.
Let's go to Dinosaur for 3.
With its recent discovery in the archaeological world during the attraction's creation, Imagineers decided to use this dinosaur as the primary antagonist.
Amy.
Was it T-Rex?
Nope.
Lucas.
What is a Carnotaur?
Sure. Carnotaur, Carnotaurus, either way.
Dinosaur for 4.
From the attraction's time sponsored by McDonald's, the pipes on the wall are colored for these 3 condiments.
Lucas.
What is ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise?
That's correct.
Dinosaur for 5.
Original plans called for this illusion effect to show your prehistoric passenger. It was replaced with a closed-circuit television.
Lucas.
What is an iguanodon?
It's not
No.
what we're looking for. Pepper's Ghost. It would have showed the iguanodon, but the illusion effect we're looking for was Pepper's Ghost, just like the Haunted Mansion. But go ahead, Lucas. You still have control.
Go Pirates 100.
Pirates for 100. This famous character will soon be controversial moved to the other side of the auction block.
Lucas.
Who is the redhead?
That's right.
Pirates 2.
Don't be chicken and say the name of the mayor of the town. Oh, come on, guys. Who is Carlos? Carlos, don't be chicken.
Pirates 300.
This recently passed Disney legend wrote the famous song and even voiced the original Skull and Crossbones.
Amy.
Who is Marty Sklar?
Nope.
Lucas.
Who is X Atencio?
That's correct.
Pirates for 4.
Original plans called for the Florida Pirates attraction include a pirate turn into this, which later was accomplished in Shanghai's Pirates. What is a skeleton? The pirate would have turned into a skeleton. Next time I'll try to read that correctly.
Pirates 5.
Pirates for 5.
Maybe next time.
Money. Excuse me, Michael. The money to build Pirates in Florida was taken from half of the budget to originally build this.
Lucas.
What is the Western River Expedition?
That is correct.
Lucas is good.
Let's do a mansion for whatever it's supposed to be worth.
The next one. The next mansion one.
The next one.
For 200. Look alive. The stretching room pictures have this many people on them.
1, 2, 3.
We're looking for 6. There's 6 people in total on those stretching room portraits.
Makes scoring easier if nobody answers.
Lucas,
mansion, the next one.
Okay. During your tour, the backstage area for cast members is referred to as this. We're looking for the servant's quarter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Amy got
I
in.
thought Amy got by
Well, no one called it before the beep, so.
Sorry, Amy.
Mansion, next one.
This animal appears in several scenes and was once considered a possible narrator for the attraction.
Lucas.
What is a raven?
That's correct.
And this is where I just change it to.
This show, we should do 50 hours of this. Let's go.
Let's go finish mansion off.
All right. After the 2007 refurbishment, Kat Cressida became the voice of this widow bride.
Amy.
Hatchaway? Who is Hatchaway?
That's her last name. I'm going to take it. That's Constance. Sure. It's 500, not 1,000. So we're going to go in and fix that. Go ahead, Amy. You have control.
Let's go dinner for 500.
Anything that was decent on the menu was removed. Do not recommend. This really narrows the field, this question. Pinocchio Village House. How old was that review? Menu's been bad for a while.
Let's go Tower Terror for 100.
The programmable software controlling the drop profiles of the Tower of Terror drops has had this many significant iterations.
Lucas.
What is 4?
That's correct.
Tower 200.
The tower is this tall, which is the same height as Everest, give or take 6 inches, Michael, in Animal Kingdom. Any higher and it would have needed a light.
Mary.
199 feet.
That's right.
Tower for 300.
The design for the ride's autonomous guided vehicles were inspired by this Epcot attraction.
Amy.
What is the Universe of Energy?
That's correct.
Tower for 4.
Vertical vehicle conveyances carry the ride vehicle in each of this many vertical shafts throughout the attraction.
Lucas.
What is 6?
That's right.
Tower 5. Oh.
Taken, yeah, don't have a choice. Taken from the introduction of the Twilight Zone episode, It's a Good Life, Rod Serling originally points to a map of this country.
Lucas.
What is the United States?
That's right. All right, at the end of the first round, we have Lucas with 3,800, Amy with 600, and Mary with 300. But all the points are doubled, unlike the Haunted Mansion category. They actually are doubled in the next round. And let's go ahead and let's not take a commercial break. Let's go right for it. Let's start Double Jeopardy. Why don't we do that? Or you can just put that logo up.
We're going right into it?
Yeah, let's just do it. We're ready, right? There we go. It's ready. And a movie, The Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, Tomorrowland, Tower of Terror, and Dinosaur. I believe these are all movies. So, there you go. All right, so we're going to start with Mary, since she's in third place. Mary, where would you like to start?
And a movie for 200.
And a movie for 200. It's hard to be annoyed about how this 3D show was shown to the public before the movie it was based on appeared in movie theaters.
Lucas.
What is It's Tough to Be a Bug?
That's correct.
Movie 400.
Honey, I Shrunk the Audience occurs during the presentation of this prize. The Inventor of the Year Award. I know, I try not to remember that show either.
Movie 6.
Daily Double.
I'll do 1,000.
Executive producer of The Big Bang Theory, Bill Prady, had one of his first writing jobs working on this 3D movie.
What is Muppet Vision 3D?
That's absolutely correct. All right, now you're 5,000. Go ahead.
Movie 800.
Mickey's PhilharMagic replaced The Legend of the Lion King, which replaced this other 3D movie from Epcot.
Amy.
What is Magic Journeys?
That's correct.
Let's do and a movie for 1,000.
In one of his last acting roles, Dick Shawn played this commander to Captain EO. Commander Bog. Now get going.
Let's do Haunted Mansion for 200.
Haunted Mansion for 200. His career mostly died after starring in this movie as Jim Evers.
Amy.
Who is Eddie Murphy?
That's correct. He was dead before that, but anyway.
Haunted Mansion for 4.
These a cappella singers went from Main Street to the silver screen by providing the voices for the singing bug.
Lucas.
Who are the Dapper Dans?
That's right.
Mansion 6.
Nathaniel Parker plays this owner of the Haunted Mansion.
Lucas.
Who is Master Gracie?
That's correct, Master Edward Gracie.
Mansion 8.
He played Ezra, the bumbling footman ghost. Inconceivable!
Amy.
Who is Wallace Shawn?
That's right.
Let's do Haunted Mansion for 1,000.
Madame Leota is portrayed by Jennifer Tilly, who 2 years prior voiced Celia May in this Pixar film.
Amy.
What is Monsters, Inc.?
Yep.
Let's do Tomorrowland for 2.
George Clooney starred in Tomorrowland alongside this in-house actor.
Lucas.
Who is Hugh Laurie?
Yes, that's right.
Tomorrowland 4.
Surprised people saw this movie. Part of the film occurs at the 1964 World's Fair in this New York City borough.
Lucas.
What is the Bronx?
No.
That's where Tom is from.
I'm
where
sorry,
Tom is
Tom.
from. Sadly, I'm not from the same place as the World's Fair.
I am.
Anybody else? Queens. It's in Queens.
Tomorrowland 6.
People are transported to Tomorrowland by touching this collectible item, which we're giving away at Test Track.
Amy.
What is a pin?
That's right. They had them at Test Track for a while.
Let's go Tomorrowland 8.
He composed the score for Tomorrowland and many other recent Disney movies and attractions. Wow, Michael Giacchino. Who also did Space Mountain at Disneyland, recent Star Tours update, a lot of good stuff.
Let's do Tomorrowland for 1,000.
This director of Tomorrowland had better luck directing animated movies like his previous work of The Incredibles and Ratatouille.
Ooh,
I think it was Lucas. Do you agree with me?
I think it was actually
Because Mary?
Yeah, Mary.
Brad Bird?
Brad Bird is correct.
Pirates of the Caribbean for 200?
This most recent and poorest performing movie has a scene with Paul McCartney as Uncle Jeff Teague.
Lucas.
What is Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales?
That's right.
The franchises tell no tales.
Thanks, Michael.
Let's do Pirates 400.
The film series was enough for this artist to, after much debate, work with The Lonely Island on a song mostly about Jack Sparrow. Now back to the good part.
Lucas.
Who is Michael Bolton?
That's correct.
Pirates 6.
I think it's the next movie, right? Besides Jack Sparrow and Barbossa, he is the only character to be in every movie so far.
Amy.
Who is Gibbs?
That's correct, Joshua Gibbs.
Let's go Pirates for 8.
It is the 10th highest grossing film series of all time, with these two Disney-owned franchises earning more.
Amy.
What is Star Wars and the Avengers?
I'll take it.
Yeah, no, I mean the MCU and Star Wars. I mean, do we have Jason? You want to weigh in on that?
That's valid, yeah.
Yeah, all right, we're going to take it.
Let's do Pirates for 1,000.
The only movie to win an Academy Award in Best Visual Effects out of 11 nominations. Dead Man's Chest.
Jones is.
Let's do Dinosaur for 2.
Long Island native D.B. Sweeney voiced this main iguanodon.
Amy.
Who is Aladar?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go Dinosaur for 4.
Hayden Panettiere voices the adoptive lemur sister Suri, but she had previous animation experience as a younger sister as this princess in A Bug's Life. Pretend it's a seed.
Mary.
Princess Dot?
That's right.
Dinosaur 600?
This star of ER and The Good Wife voiced the main love interest Nira.
Amy.
Who is Juliana Margulies?
Wow, that's good, yeah.
I'll take Dinosaur.
People
for
know their dinosaur. Dinosaur for 800.
Ooh.
It's our daily double.
And Amy's sporting a comeback here. This is really-
jeez. Let's do 1,000.
4,000. It is the second film after this movie produced by Walt Disney Feature Animation to feature computer-generated three-dimensional animation. What is the film before it that you also use this technique?
What is Beauty and the Beast?
No.
Fantasia 2000, the whale sequence.
Gotcha. Let's finish it out. Dinosaur 1,000.
Well, this is timely, isn't it? Touched by an Angel star, Della Reese voiced Ema, an elderly dinosaur of this Triceratops family member, originally outside of Countdown to Extinction. Styracosaurus. And Della Reese just passed away this week, sadly.
Let's go Tower of Terror for 2.
After 4 Police Academy movies, this actor's career plummeted so fast he stars as Buzzy Crocker in this movie.
Lucas.
With Steve Gutenberg.
That's right.
Tower 4.
Buzzy investigates the incident with his young niece Anna, portrayed by this actress who also starred in much better films such as Jumanji, Anastasia, and Spider-Man.
Amy.
Who is Kirsten Dunst?
That's right. I don't know if I agree with those movie choices, Michael, but all right.
No. Let's go Tower for 6.
The date in which the 5 souls were lost to the tower. Halloween 1939, October 31st.
Let's go Tower for 8.
Director DJ McHale had some experience in family-friendly scaring, directing episodes for this iconic Nickelodeon scary series.
Mary.
What is Are You Afraid of the
That's
Dark?
right.
Tower for 1,000.
The movie aired Sunday, October 26, 1997, in this ABC programming block. We're looking for The Wonderful World of Disney. All right, so at the end of Double Jeopardy, we have Lucas with 6,600, Amy with an impressive 5,600, and even Mary's got 2,500. So everybody did pretty well in that last round. So now we're going to go on to Final Jeopardy. Michael, how is this working before we...
Okay, so in the chat, you're going to type it to... It's going to look like this.
This is riveting to do on live audio, by the way. We're going to show them
You're
how
going
to
to
do
type
it.
that without the quotations. Tom will have it.
They put their actual wager in
Right.
where it says wager, right? Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah, just to clarify, because otherwise that's really complicated. So go ahead. The category is what's left of Hollywood Studios. What's left of Hollywood Studios? Go ahead and make your wagers.
Like that, only without the quote in the beginning.
There we go. In the chat, there's a little, up in the left corner, there's a little chat box. Again, our category will be what's left of Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Tom, you have the wagers?
No, I do not. I have one.
I see it. Yeah.
I see it too. Does that mean it's wrong?
That probably means it's just there. I
Yeah.
wouldn't worry about it. It's fine.
It's all good.
All right. I give up.
We have the other two, Lucas and Mary. Okay. We're just
I don't
waiting
think
on
I'm
Lucas.
doing this right.
I don't think anybody did it right, so don't feel bad.
Yeah.
It's extraordinarily
Give the instructions.
complicated. No, there we go. Okay, we're fine. We got this. All right. We're now ready for the question. The oldest attraction remaining in the park's current state.
Oh, they have to write it down.
Yeah. Go ahead and write down the answer to a pen and paper.
Jason's glowing with the show.
Yeah, Jason is. Let's show Jason while we're waiting. The oldest attraction remaining in the park's current state. What's left of Disney's Hollywood Studios? There's Jason with his 3.0 ears. If you'd like to have your own Jeopardy nightmare, just tune in this weekend.
Boom, time with the music. That's so cool.
Boom, boom. All right. So again, our question was, we're looking for the oldest attraction remaining in the park's current state. So let's see. Who do we go to first here? We're going to Mary. Mary, what do you think?
Muppet Vision 3D?
That is not correct. Let's see what you wagered. You wagered 1,000. So that brings you down to 1,500.
Amy.
Amy, what did you think?
The Beauty and the Beast live on stage.
No, that's incorrect. What did you wager? Everything. And Lucas, what did you think? The Little Mermaid. No, that is also incorrect.
Oh,
Wow, he wagered 5,600.
look at that.
That means Mary is our Jeopardy winner.
Yeah, Mary.
Wow, this is what a game. This is insane.
What was the answer?
The answer was the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. It actually was supposed to open on May 1st, 1989. It was delayed until August of that year. So actually the next closest thing would have been Star Tours, which opened in December. You guys said Muppet Vision. That didn't open until April of 91. Voyage of the Little Mermaid didn't open until 1992. And what was the other one we had said
Beauty
here?
and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast opened in 91 as well. So, yeah, no, the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. So, Mary, congratulations. You were very nervous, but you are tonight's Jeopardy champion. You'll be getting a fantastic prize package courtesy of WDW NTD app. And just for playing our other contestants, don't worry, we will send you a prize package as well for being good sports. But thank you, everybody, and we'll be right back with more WDW news tonight.
Dating as a single Disney fan can be tough. No one wants to eat a PR guest alone. And who
We did
wants
good.
to
We did
raise
good.
rides? That's why we here at WWNT made a brand new dating app just for Disney fans. It's called Fast X Plus. We've had top scientists work on our algorithm. Their recipe for a perfect match is simple. If it moves and it's near you in a Disney theme park, it will show up on your feed. Rest assured that Fast X Plus is working hard to pair you with your mutual attractions. Get it? Attractions. All you need to do is swipe left and right. It's so easy, even Tom Corliss is a frequent user.
Frozen shirt, left. She's wearing a Harry Potter robe. Ooh, Horizon's hat. All right, that's all right. Favorite attraction is flying carpets. Left. She likes Everest in its current state. Ugh, left. I didn't know you could do that with a churro. Right indeed.
Once you've met your match, you simply rate the attraction in terms of A, B, C, D, or marriage material, E-ticket. Based on such factors as thrill, fun for the whole family, and of course, re-rideability. Ladies, don't settle for any LaFools while looking for your Gaston. Download Fast X Plus today.
Seriously? Your profile picture has a shirt with a turkey leg stain on it? Left. Bald, 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 fat, bald, fat, and bald. Oh, he's at the Frozen sing-along right now. For the first time in forever, I'm swiping right.
Fast X Plus moves you to the front of the queue of the Disney dating field. Make your rainbow connection today, because everyone is someone's e-ticket.
Welcome back to WDW News Tonight. We apparently don't have playback music anymore.
You talked over it last time.
Well, I was commenting on the commercial.
So I figured you didn't want it.
Sure, thanks. What a game of Jeopardy.
Wow.
That was
Like,
amazing.
Lucas dominated the first round. Then Amy came back. And then because the two of them were so close, they wagered so much that Mary won. That's unbelievable. Not that Mary did bad in the last round either. She was at 2,500. It was a very competitive game, despite the first round really not being competitive.
Yeah, as far as score-wise, that was the best we've ever had. So normally, we have one person that pretty much runs away with it. We've never been.
Yeah, it's usually not. Usually that person ends up winning.
Mm-hmm.
We've never really had it come down to Final Jeopardy like that. That was interesting. That was a crazy game. Yeah, and again, everybody, I think, again, competitive scores, which we don't typically have.
I'm interested to know because, like, they did type in the scores, I think, so everybody could see them. And I'm wondering if Lucas wagered that much because Amy wagered that much.
No, I don't think so. I think it's silly on Jeopardy because you know what the other people are going to wager because you have to wager enough to win.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's why he wagered what he had to wager to stay ahead of her.
Yeah, Lucas had to wager enough so that if Amy wagered it all and got it right, he could still beat her.
I mean, he could have played it safe and hoped that she got it wrong. I mean, that's not impossible either, but generally people don't play that way. But that was something.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Do we have psychotic comments? We have
Nope.
We don't. Okay, great. Jason, show us your ear hat.
13 minutes of ear hat.
So this just arrived today. And what we're gonna do is this. So you can slow down the color blinking.
Yeah.
Right?
Show us the app. Can you show us the app too, or is that not gonna work?
I can.
Just want to
There's
see
the app.
Oh, it's not really working. It just looks like a blur with Mickey icons.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see.
Okay.
Basically, the app lets you change the color of each ear. So there's one green, and here's one red.
What do they have, like a color wheel, or is there color choices?
No, there's a color wheel.
Oh, that's cool.
Then there's a blue one, and then there's a yellow one. So you can pick any color on the color wheel to change the ears. You can get them both the same.
You can go to a baseball game and wear like your team's colors.
That's right. So if if your teams are blue and teal, you could do that.
Florida Marlins.
And then you can also make the blinking go faster and slower. So it goes slow, or it speeds up, or it speeds up more.
What we should have done is whenever anyone was wrong in Jeopardy, your ears would have turned red. And if they were right, it would have turned like green.
So the problem is that you can only really you can't turn both ears red at the same time. It has to be one at a time.
Oh.
So I'd have to click like that to do it.
Can you turn it off from the app?
Turn the ears off?
Yeah, like can they black out?
No, there's a little switch right here.
No, not the switch, but like there's no way to like brightness up or brightness down?
No. You get color and you get speed of blink.
Can one blink and one not?
Nope. Okay. And you also can't get them, like I thought it would be cool to have them alternate back and forth. But you can't.
They do that in shows and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So the app lets you have them blink or not blink, but not like blink alternating.
All right, Jason, could you make them both blue?
I could.
And can you make them blink really fast?
This is as fast as they go.
And Nick, can you play that song?
Oh, no. I don't have it.
No, come on!
Oh my gosh.
Come on!
I'm so sorry.
Wow! You have dropped the ball.
Oh.
Wow.
I took that out of the normal playlist, yeah.
Why?
I'm not in the right place. It would have been there if I was in the other.
Oh, man.
There, Nick is getting the red, mean, angry ears. Now he's getting the angry ears.
I deserve the angry ears.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
So there we go. So, I mean, there's always hope that they will update the app to be able to do more things.
Yeah, I was going to say that it's not that they need to release different ears again.
No, now that they're controlled by Bluetooth from the app, they could certainly make the app, be able to do more things. The other thing is that because they're Bluetooth, they can communicate with ears around you. Oh. And so it says in the instructions that if you're around people wearing the 3.0 version ears, that they'll all sync up together. Which sounds like it's pretty cool because you can't sync ears unless you're at a show that is controlling it. So that's a neat thing. And I'm kind of hoping that somebody out there will figure out, how to reverse engineer the app and let you do more to control the ears than is currently possible.
So did you have to pair it via Bluetooth or what?
No, I think the app finds them automatically. Like you can't even do any of that stuff manually.
So would you accidentally be controlling everybody's ears around? Not accidentally, but would you control everybody's ears around you then?
Yeah, and it'd be interesting to have multiple apps open then. Or
yeah,
even
I
try
don't-
to do it during a show and see what happens. I don't know.
Well,
how
if
it
they
would
sync with
override.
people around you, then you're kind of are you overriding whatever they?
I don't know.
Yeah,
We'd have to try it at like a show.
My guess is that your app can only pair to one ear hat at a time,
probably,
and then the ear hats communicate amongst themselves. But like
This
on
would
my
also
phone,
require finding more people with these ear hats, which is near impossible.
on my phone, like in the Bluetooth settings, the ears don't even show up as something to be able to connect. So it's just a connection between the app and the ears directly.
Now, when you go to a show that works with them, I'm guessing like Happily Ever After works with these.
Yeah.
Does it just automatically sync when the show starts?
It should.
I think it will do everything the old versions of the ears did.
Correct.
During the shows.
This just adds home.
But is that how the old ones work too? When you just showed up, it automatically synced when the show started?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's old technology at this point. When did that debut? Like 2012?
It was a while ago.
I mean, they're 5 years old now.
So, but these allow you to change the colors at home or in the parks. You could change to whatever color you want, and then there's that kind of group connectivity feature that they talk about. But that's it. So,
People in the chat are oh god, how much are they?
$28.17.
There you go. Oh great, they're more now. Fantastic.
Plus tax makes it $30.
Yeah.
Although in the
tell
Shop
from a
Disney
card.
Parks app you get a discount.
Yeah.
So in the Shop Disney Parks app you get your pass holder discount, and then you also get free shipping. And if you're shipping to outside of Florida, you don't pay Florida sales tax.
Thanks.
So that's the best deal, actually, is to buy them in the app and have them shipped to your house.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll see. It's supposed to work on the ABC
shows.
specials, so we'll see how that turns out. That might be interesting.
Yeah.
There was that app last year, that Applause app.
Yeah.
That was supposed to sync to the show and do
Didn't really
things,
work.
and it didn't work at all.
Yeah.
So this is kind of the new thing
This
to
was
sync
their
to the
answer,
show.
which who knew this needed an answer, but
But it works the same way. Like you open the app, and the app will listen for the audio of the television broadcast.
yeah.
To know that you've got it tuned in. So theoretically, it should work even if you DVR the show, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
Because it's not time based; it's audio based.
But it also requires you to sit through that show.
Can we do a Wigs only broadcast of watching Jason during the ABC show and
watching me
sing?
watch the show, watch the ears.
That sounds pretty stupid, but all right.
Wigs, we got this to look forward to.
Well, it's the 25th, right? That's going to be in the middle of our
30th. November.
Oh, it's
30th.
November 30th.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. The December one's the 25th. Duh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We could certainly do a wig something.
I'm
for
sure
that.
people.
If
would
there's
love
demand, we'll gauge demand over the weekend, and then if there's demand, we can figure out how to do it.
We at least have to do like a Facebook Live or something.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. People are asking about the charity show, so I want to recap before we get out of here tonight. For those who have never heard us do this before, every year we do a marathon show in both audio and video to benefit Toys for Tots. Toys for Tots is this wonderful organization that Walt really loved, and the studio made the first logo for them, which was Donald on the train. The train is still their logo to this day. And what this wonderful organization does is they make sure that underprivileged kids get a toy during the holiday season. It's a really, really nice thing. And Disney still to this day gives away thousands of dollars in toys and donates to this charity. So it always seemed to make sense. I always loved this charity. My parents always gave to this charity, so it just always made sense for us to do it. And this will actually be the 10th year we're doing it, which is unbelievable. So beginning on Friday night, Black Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, November 24th, running through 10 p.m. on Sunday, November 26th, we will be live at wdwntunes.com or listen.wdwnt.com. Jason, I assume either will get them there.
Either will get them there.
Yeah, although it is going to be WDWN Tunes again. I actually just approved the logo earlier today for that. And it is going to be, we're going to be on the air for 50 hours, and we're going to be doing all sorts of really cool stuff. obviously, it's a great opportunity for us to just sit and chat with the audience. There's a lot of downtime between segments, which is just a really cool opportunity to talk about all sorts of things we may not have time to on this show or on any other show. But even between that, we've got some really cool stuff. Friday night, we're doing Back to the Future Live, Journey into Imagination at Epcot, which is fantastic. We're doing a Star Wars Battlefront 2 play-along. During the late nights, Ben is taking over and doing some fun games, Quiplash and all kinds of stuff like that. During the day on Saturday, we've got some games you can play for prizes. We got the Pyramid, we got Math Game. Disney, don't forget the lyrics, the Map Game. 5 o'clock on Saturday, we got Nerd Alert doing a live show. From 7 to 9, we have our friends at Small World Big Fun coming on to do a trip planning segment where you can actually ask trip planning questions, maybe get some help with your next Disney trip. 9 o'clock p.m. on Saturday, we are doing our full version of The Price is Right. We do it once a year. Full Price is Right with Contestants Row and everything, and maybe the Yodel guy will work. I don't want to chance it, but maybe we'll have the Yodel guy this year. See what happens. 11 p.m. on Saturday is the See Relate with Tom Corliss holiday special. On Sunday, we've got the match game at midnight, Saturday into Sunday. And then also on Sunday at noon, we have Cooking with Nick. Nick's going to make donut chicken breast nuggets. Very excited about it. Going to burn down my apartment. Should be fine. 1 o'clock, we're doing Around the Hub live. At 2 o'clock, they're doing Drawn from the Vault live. It's going to be Mickey's Christmas Carol, I believe. We got the Disney Parks Pursuit at 4, the Family Feud at 6, Jeopardy at 7.
7?
Yeah, 7. And then, of course, we'll be doing our big live auction where you can bid on all sorts of cool things at the end of the show that we give all that money to Toys for Tots, obviously. We're also doing a preview of WDW TVR, and I do have a couple of surprises up my sleeve. And I did see a couple of you talking in the chat, and I promise you that will be addressed over the weekend. So we are actively working on it, and we may have a surprise entry into this schedule. So everybody will want to be around this weekend for this 50-hour show. That's all I have to say about that. I'm excited. This is always, to me, it's the highlight of everything we do every year, because not only do we get to interact with everybody for 50 hours in our audience, we also get to do a lot of really cool segments. And then beyond that, we're also raising all this money for a charity that I really love and I think is just about the most wonderful thing. So I'm very excited. Hopefully we'll finish our prep work in the next 2 days and everything will happen. And yeah, that's all I have to say. All right, everybody else seems done with this show, so we should probably end it, right? There we go. And remember, kids, as long as we're all here and happy and together for the holidays, who cares if I burned our Christmas turkey? Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
When can we